Bill Ackman is one of the most accurate fortune tellers of the economy. Bill is a visionary who predicted the economic crash due to pandemic before it was even begun. Bill recently talked about different subjects with Wall Street Journal. Bill shed some light on his investment plans and the current state of the economy. He explained how the inflation is rising high and how will people benefit from it. He also talked a little bit about real estate and the cryptos. Bill starts by saying, what we don't want people doing is speculating buying short-dated options on RSPEC. Our regional construct was to create the most investor-friendly and the most merger-friendly entity and to create something that was uniquely fundamentally. Capital is a commodity, but capital in a large blank check company is not a commodity. We should be in a position to identify a target and announce the transaction by the end of the first quarter. That was an estimate. Bill adds up that we certainly talked about mature unicorn. It's gotten a lot of media attention. We also talked about super high quality durable growth companies. They could be private family owned businesses. They can be controlled by leveraged buyouts. It could be carved outs from corporations. We are not in love with the supermarket business. It's just what monetized or what is business that you could own for the next decade. And the stock market could shut and you would have enormous confidence. The business would be worth multiples of the price you paid today. That's kind of a company that we are looking for, says Bill. There's a lot of disruption going on right now. It's a low margin business. It's not particularly attractive from a growth perspective. Another one on this list that might match your history was Mars. So you have had a lot of in packaged foods. The good news is we are deeply engaged in a transaction that we started working on in nearly November with an iconic phenomenal great business with a great management team that meets all of our criteria, adds up Bill. He also says that there's a lot of complexity. Our goal is to solve the problems of a seller or someone who wants to take their business public and do it in a way that we provide a really great solution for that. Business will become a public company. Shareholders will own a minority of the company. But again, to be very clear, there's no certainty. The transaction happens until we sign an agreement. Now Bill says that we sold Starbucks, which is really an amazing business, largely because it got to a price it was hard to earn the kind of excess returns we like to earn over time. It's really a great business, but the stock just recovered too quickly, too fast. Investors will do well with Starbucks, but for a very brief moment, another restaurant company that we followed very closely over a long period of time dropped dramatically in price for reasons we didn't understand. We were able to swap Starbucks for Domino's Pizza. We didn't get as much as we would like, but we own a little under 6% of the company, says Bill. Also, he points that we have never lost money in investing in a restaurant company. We have never made a lot of money. Domino's is a pure franchising company, and interestingly, they were really first and best in sort of technology and delivery. They own their own delivery infrastructures. They don't need to rely on the DoorDashes and Uber Eats in the world. That is actually an important competitive advantage. In a world where you want to deliver, you can deliver pizza for 7.99. It's hard to do that with the delivery service taking massive cut of the proceeds. So it's an extremely well-run company. They have done an incredible job on everything, about the way they run their business to the way they grow their businesses and to the way they allocate capital in their business. So it's really stand out. We have admired it. Now Ackman says that it's real standout. We have admired it. It was always never cheap enough, and then for about 5 minutes it got cheap. We started buying around 330 a share and then it very quickly moved up a lot. But they have done a lot of interesting things with technology even ahead of the pandemic in terms of streamlining the process. It's a great ESG story. If you know, a lot of the franchises today started out as drivers, so there's a real path to grow in the company and become a franchisee and own multiple units, and returns to franchisees on stores extremely high. You can become a millionaire starting out as a driver for Domino's. There's a big international growth opportunity which they have pursued, and there's still plenty of room to run both here and abroad. The surprise numbers that come out last week are not due to any weakness in the economy. The economy is crushing it. Businesses are booming. The thing about hospitality, you can't get a reservation at a restaurant, New York anymore, except 5:30 or 10. That's with excess capacity. Now that the restaurants are open, we are almost fully open indoors and plus all the outdoor space. So restaurants are going to have a boom year. So there's huge demand for labor, the largest gap between job listings and the people who need. The point is, there are plenty of jobs. People have not had to work partially because of the stimulus. When unemployment benefits step back and some of the stimulus wears off, it will be more of a supply of labor. A good thing is, wages are going up. That is obviously good for the worker and also good for the economy because workers are going to spend the money. First of all, Chipotle generally pays more than other kind of fast food restaurant. Two, they have got a great product at a great value where they do have pricing power. So they are able to offset the incremental cost of paying higher wages with raising charging a little bit more for burrito. So the key in a world where there's going to be inflation and there's going to be wage inflation is to have a business that sells a product with this pricing power. Bill says that there is inflation. It's happening this way is that a debate between like business people who are experiencing rising prices and addressing it versus economists who are saying this is just temporary blips coming out of the pandemic. First of all, it's hard to roll back wages once you roll them up. We have a new baseline in terms of wages. Everything is inflating. You have people emerging from a pandemic with the animal spirits that come from being locked. So that's very dramatic. The Fed adjusted their policy just at the wrong time. A primitive policy toward inflation is a better approach, particularly in a world where we have massive stimulus. With rates where they are, there's a very good risk of the economy overheating. That's why rates go up. We have gotten to a point where the millennials can afford to buy a home. We do have very low interest rates. People, after being stuck in a small apartment, the notion of actually having your own space and having a lawn, it's become a lot more appealing, and real estate market is starting to boom again. Bill concludes that crypto is fascinating phenomena. It's a brilliant technology. It's one of the best speculations ever. So guys, here is the end of this video. Tell me in the comment section below on which topic should I make my next video. Also press that like button, subscribe to this beautiful channel and wait for our next amazing video.